I will be teaching you today marketing and sales, that is lesson number 2. Today I would like to discuss with you that what is market first. Before coming to marketing, I would like to discuss about market, because market and marketing both are two different things. When we talk about of marketing, then marketing and market, when we will compare them, we will find many things which are different. When we talk about of market, market is used to refer a place where both buyer and the seller meet to buy and sell goods and services. Example can be, you can take the example, all those persons who want and can afford to buy goods, and sellers are those who are ready to sell the products or meet out the expectations of buyers in the form of goods and services. So here in market we have discussed about two persons. We find two persons, they are the buyers and the sellers. When these two persons meet at a particular place, that is known as market. Now moving ahead, in your book there are definitions of market. You can go through your book. According to Philip Kotler says that market is the set of all actual and potential buyers of a product. In the words of Givon, he says, a market means a body of persons who are intimate business relations and carry on extensive transactions of any commodity. So this is the particular definition which has been given in your book. Now moving ahead, we'll discuss about marketing. When we talk about of marketing, marketing is basically a process of discovering, translating consumer wants into products and services. Marketing is basically a process which involves searching, promoting, selling and distribution of products and even services. So this is about market and marketing. Now in your book, meaning of marketing is given, but along with the meaning of marketing there are two approaches, or you can say two concepts which are being given, that is traditional concept and the modern concept. Now what is the traditional concept? According to the traditional concept, it says that marketing is a process by which goods are made available to consumers by manufacturers. That means this approach of marketing begins only with the goods. It begins when the goods are being produced and it ends when they are being sold. The basic approach of this concept is to do production of goods according to the needs and wants of sellers. Now moving ahead, on the next page there is the other concept, and that is the modern concept. According to the modern concept says that it is basically the basic purpose of modern concept is to satisfy the customers. That means it is customer oriented. According to this, it says that the goods are being produced according to the needs and wants of customers. So this is the modern concept of marketing. According to this approach, marketing basically means sensing, stimulating, servicing and satisfying the needs and the wants of present and potential customers. Potential customers basically means all those individuals who are willing to buy the product and they can afford the prices of that product which they are willing to buy. Moving ahead, Come to the next, according to your syllabus, the next thing which is being described in your book, that is the definitions. Now, the definition is by William Stanton. He says, marketing is a total system of interacting business activities designed to plan, price, promote, and distribute want-satisfying goods and services to the benefit of present and potential buyers. And H.L. Hansen says, marketing is a process of discovering and translating consumers' want into product and services, and then in turn making it possible to more and more people to enjoy more and more of these products and services. This is the two definition which you have to prepare. Alright. Then on the third page, come to the third page of your book, that is related to the topic. 11th page, number 11 it is. And here it says, objectives of marketing. Now what are the objectives? Objective basically means the goals which are being set up by business enterprise when they are promoting its products and services to potential buyers. There are 6 objectives which are being given in your book. The very first, it says creation of demand. Creation of demand, the first attempt of it is that to find out the preferences and the taste of consumer, to find out the goods and services which can satisfy the needs of customers. Then other methods should be used to create the demand, like it can be used for creation of demand, that can be advertising, that can be personal selling and sales promotion. These types of activities can be considered to create the demand. Then the second point is customer satisfaction. According to the modern concept says that marketing is customer oriented. That means marketing begins with customer and ends with customer. Basic need is to satisfy the needs and wants of customer. Then market share. When we talk about of market share, every business aims at increasing its market share. What is market share? The ratio of its sales to the total sales in the economy. How market share can be improved? Market shares can be improved by providing good quality of goods at reasonable prices to capture the market. Fourthly, it says profitability and growth. Marketing objective is to achieve long-term profitability and growth by satisfying customers. Therefore, it is necessary for each and every business enterprise to satisfy customer for its survival and growth. Then the next point is goodwill. Now what is goodwill? When we talk about of goodwill, goodwill basically means reputation of the enterprise. Every enterprise make the effort to raise its goodwill, and the goodwill can be raised by providing good quality products at reasonable prices. Lastly is standard of living. Marketing also aims to improve the living standard by providing wide variety of products, supplying new and better quality products, creating more employment opportunities. So children, these were the 6 objectives. Then come to page number 13. In the tabular form, there is distinction being given. You can go through that distinction. Remember, you have to prepare the distinction and learn the distinction in the same format, that is in tabular form given in your book. Now, first distinction point says meaning. Meaning of marketing identify and satisfying the customer's want, whereas selling says in exchanging goods for money. Then objectives. The basic objective is to ensure growth and stability. Then for selling, maximizing profit. The basic purpose of selling is to earn money in the form of profit. Then orientation. Marketing is totally customer oriented. That it means it begins with customer, ends with customer. Whereas selling is totally production oriented. Then fourth point says scope. Marketing is wider in scope. That means it includes selling. And when we talk about of selling is narrow in scope, as the scope is part of marketing. Beginning and end. Marketing begins before production and continues even after sale also. Selling begins after production and ends with sale. Focus. Basic focus is on the needs of customer, whereas in selling, basic focus is on seller's need. Demand. It involves creation and maintenance of demand, whereas it presupposes existence of demand. Growth. New and modern concept, old and traditional concept. Approach. Integrated approach, fragmented approach. Process. Converting customers' need into product and services. Customers' product and services into cash. Nature of activity, philosophy and attitude. Routine and tactical. So, till here I would like to continue. Now this is the end of the topic, and tomorrow we will again meet with the new heading, that will be product. Now related to the explanation, whatever I have explained you, I will be giving you the question. You can do those questions in your assigned registers, alright? Or if you do not have registers, do it in your sheets of register page registers, and you can attach it later on. That's all for today.